Good evening, everyone. Steve, Sergio, and I will be discussing the case study for W.L. Gore and Associates. Thank you so much for your attention, and let's start our discussion.
Okay, case summary. So what is the case about? This case is about the company W.L. Gore and Associates, focusing on the fact that this company manages to maintain a self-management team. Gore is a manufacturer that develops innovative solutions for demanding environments. What does W.L. Gore and Associates do? They focus primarily on protective fabrics. Gore products might be found in clothes worn on a hike of Mount Everest or in a medical implant for the human body. This company has operated profitably for over 50 years. It has been one of the few to maintain self-management without having titles, bosses, or hierarchy since it was founded in 1958. The way that they work is by having self-management teams of 8 to 12 employees where they take their own decisions, including hiring and payment. At Gore, there is a CEO and some leaders who are respected, but there is no clear management for the others. This idea was created by the founders Wilbur Bill Lee and Gwyneth Gore, with the purpose of combating traditional management practices and encouraging innovative thinking. How does it work? At W.L. Gore and Associates, all employees work in the best interest of the company, choosing where they want to work but committing to meeting their goals. In addition, all employees are partial owners of the company, which makes everyone interested in their jobs. There are leaders in the organization, but employees have the freedom of which one of them they want to follow. Having or working in a self-managed company is not always the best option, or it is not always fulfilled in the best way. Gore and Associates have certain standards of behavior that employees have succeeded in following and are expected to continue to adhere to. Usually in Gore, decision-making takes longer than usual since the whole team needs to participate. But once the decision is made, employees have more speed to meet the goal since there is an acceptance of it. Also, at Gore, employees spend a lot of time meeting to build trust and work better together, and this motivates employees to do their jobs better as they know that everyone has the same goals. Okay, so the first key concept is cohesiveness group. Cohesiveness is important because it has been found to be related to a group's productivity. Groups in which there is a lot of internal disagreement and lack of cooperation are less effective in completing their task than groups in which members generally agree, cooperate, and like each other. The more cohesive the group, the more its members will follow its goals. If the goals are desirable, for instance, high output, qualified work, cooperation with individuals outside the group, a cohesive group is more productive than a less cohesive group. But if a cohesive is high and attitudes are unfavorable, productivity decreases.
Another key concept that is applicable to the case study is self-managed team. Basically, a self-managed team is a group of employees that is formally created for the completion of a process or a task without having an appointed manager. Approximately 30% of U.S. employers use this form of team structure, and one wonder how can this type of structure successfully work. The team must have concise goals and be encouraged to be creative so that innovation flows. In addition, they must be empowered to make decisions and take action when problems arise. This, of course, doesn't happen organically. It requires for the building of relationships so that the trust within its members emerges. W.L. Gore has invested in this type of structure, which has allowed them to be successful in having a self-managed work team.
The key word that I chose was social network structure. Social network structure, as defined by the management book, is patterns of informal connections among individuals within groups. This is where workers choose friendly colleague over someone more capable, just because they'd rather work with someone, on a regular basis that they enjoy being around. This creates high interpersonal connectedness, which equals better goal attainment, and the team stays together longer. Undoubtedly, this occurs at W.L. Gore. Next slide, please. And the one company that I found that most best fit W.L. Gore's model was GE Aviation's manufacturing facility near Montreal. They have teams, no managers, and the employees control their own work and how to accomplish that work. They have coaches versus supervisors and goals versus strict directives. And the teams manage production scheduling and planning, and also the manufacturing process improvement, employee vacation, and overtime. To give an example of GE Aviation's manufacturing facilities teams in action, they had a year-end realization that the production goals wouldn't be met. This occurred in mid-November, which didn't give them but 6 weeks left to try to correct the situation. So without management prodding, the teams took action, and they increased the production equipment capacity utilization by doing 3 things. They skipped breaks, staggered lunches, and arranged their schedules. By doing these 3 things, they were able to attain their annual production goals and meet their year-end objectives. Next slide. So our question for you is, do you know of any other team-driven companies? Please let us know.
Thank you.
Thank you.